Good afternoon, class. Today's topic is test framework. So, here we need a framework for designing a complete test cases for the product or the chosen task. So, here test cases includes the data and the conditions which are the pre and post, and also the environment what we are chosen for processing, means the set of the rules which are chosen for processing. So here to run a test or to process that test, we need a test framework or a testing framework which is an automated one. So what this framework consists of here is, it is a set of guidelines or rules which are used for creating and designing the test cases. So in this framework, we run the test cases using multiple environments. And how we are doing this one, how we are performing these things here is, we need to write the test cases based on the framework what you have been chosen. So here we can say that the framework consists of an environment which allows you to take or to pass this test case successfully. The environment means whatever the things we are chosen for processing the test case could be included in that one. If we are not providing the same amount or the same things here, what happens is we won't get the correct result. If any combination what we have chosen has been taken as a worse one, means if they are not competent with that one, what happens here is it won't provide you the complete test as a successful one. What happens here, we need to rewrite the test or the test cases here. So whenever we are executing these test cases by using the testing framework environment, we need to provide the complete data to be useful for that test case. So here, if you want to test for the invalid password, means you want to give the data that is it should be having the not a valid password. Means if you are giving the valid password and you are checking for the invalid password test case, means what happens, the correct data is not being given for that one, and the test case what you are designed will be or won't be processed here. So although it is a correct data, means when we are dealing with the login page, what is the correct data is username and the password here. When we are dealing with that test cases, not all the time we are writing the correct input and then getting the correct output for that one. For what we are writing the test cases or the testing, why we are performing the testing, means to prove that the program or the task what we are means chosen for processing will consist of some bugs here, and we need to prove that representation. Means if you are giving the invalid password here, what it has to do, it has to accept that password and has to mention that the password what you are given is not a valid one. Means if you are giving the incorrect password and it is accepting, means the test case or the process, the module what you are designed for that purpose is having the flaws there. So what these guidelines are including here is, what are the coding standards it is being used, what are the methods is being considering, what are the data repositories we are using or the object repositories we are presenting, and where these testing results has to be stored and from where we need to accept that one, what are the test cases or the test scripts we are having, and what are the information, what is the information it is using, and what are the resources we are giving for processing. Means we are using this test case testing framework along with multiple automation tools. So we will work with the Selenium environment or any other tool environment. So for that, what we have to do, we need to provide the prerequisites for that, means resources for that one. Means what are the things we need to add the tool, or we need to get the some additional add-ons to that one, or if you need to provide the some means which are supporting for that one, all these things need to be added to this representation. This testing framework what we are providing will be considered as a automated one. Why we are using this automation testing or the automated testing here? The first thing is the human intervention is not required when we are executing the first one. And the efficiency factor here is it increases the efficiency factor when we are comparing with the manual testing. And what is the speed of executing this test here is there is no need to design the test cases by the human intervention. It is specifying or it is creating its own test cases by the data what we are presenting. And how it is creating the test cases here, that is a question. So here how we are performing the test cases into that one is we need to mark up these things here. What are the marking things here is we give this name as a checkpoints. Checkpoints has to be given to perform the testing there. Means we can't take this whole project and test this information or the test the each and every program you are having. So we need to take the crucial points where we need to perform the that is this testing. We need to include that this part of the program or this part of the logic has to be tested repeatedly or once has to be considered. Okay, and these checkpoints will enact as a processing points for that one. Means for these checkpoints we need to create the test cases. This tool will generate the test cases for the checkpoints what we have been mentioned. And what makes this usage of this test automation framework here is it is improving the test efficiency because it is including the all the test cases thoroughly and frequently used one. And there is an concept called reusability test scripts has been allowed also. Means we have many framework in that we are having the reusability into an account also. And there what you are doing is we need to provide this product into the market as early as possible now. So when we are dealing with this automation, early we can give this project to the client, and what happens here, it was allows you to take this efficiently done, and also the cost what we are doing for the maintenance and then for processing and the any cost what we are processing will be lower. And here the manual intervention means the intervention by the human beings will be low only. And coming to the as I said, the test script will be reused, the code what we are provided will be used. And when we are designing the test script by the human beings, that is by us, we may miss some representations, because although we are marking that as an important one, we are also saying that these points has to check there. The checkpoints has been given by us, but what happens there, we are making mistakes that we are missing some important processing at sometimes. When we are dealing with this automation, that covers when it is marked as a important or that is it has to be checked, it will create the test cases that one for that representation. And this covers maximum test coverage will be provided by that one. And these are the reasons which are being benefiting for the tester or for an environment while we are designing our products or the projects here. And coming to the types of the frameworks, there are many, but there are 5 common users are there. We can use means library will be there, or many types of the automation framework are there. These 5 are the common which are used for the processing of the data. So the first one is the linear automation, which is the basic one, basic representation. Next one is the module based one. Data driven framework. Here it is completely depends upon the data which has been given to that website or that user or that other system. And the next one is the keywords will be maintained here. And the next hybrid here is which is a combination of data driven and keyboard driven framework. So these are the 5 we are having. Now we will see one by one. First one here is the linear automation framework. So linear automation framework here is we are writing the test scripts here. A testing what we are providing, the testing is using the test scripts or the test cases for processing. So this linear scripting framework what here is, it is the basic level which is using the record and playback fashion here. Record and playback fashion here is whatever the test you are performing will be recorded. and we need to play back all these things here. So here this framework allows you to record, but this one is having the very small size test when we are compared with the remaining one. The applications what we are chosen will have the tiny number of, or the many number of tiny tests we are having. These tests what we are doing will be recorded and will be playback. So here, why we are using this record and the playback representation here is the test scripts what we are chosen will be planned, means will be unplanned here. Unplanned means there is no planning to design the test case here. We are blindly creating a test case in that one. Means we means the system is blindly creating that automation one, and what it does here is it will record the process, what the test cases has been created, how it is executing, what are the flaws in that test case, what I need to include, and how far I have been covered this one. Means I've been covered many, or I've been covered, I have to include many, I need to know. So for that, there is no planning for these test case designing. So this unplanned test case design will be created and executed individually, and what it is doing is it is recording its all the work done by it, and it is playbacking. This playback what we are using will help you to get the processing here. Means you should know about what the mistakes done by done by it, and also what it is doing is it is updating the info there. What the disadvantage here is, it is a time consuming here. Why so? We are not unplanned. We are not planned here. What happens here? We are just trying to create the test cases which are necessary or which are being considered as a unnecessary also. So if it is a necessary one, how far it has been covered, we need to know. We then provided any checkpoints to that one also. So if we provided the checkpoints for that processing, from where to where we need to process, means from where to where we need to process, we need to consider that thing. And blindly we are creating a test case and we are running it one, and we are making some updations to the test cases here. An unplanned one will not be encouraged here. Here we are purchasing the tool and we are investing on that one. So we are purchasing the tool and we are paying for a tester, and also we are having the lacking of the deadline. So what happens here? So this is a time consuming process, or the time waste what we have been specified, and this one cannot be reusable because this is not been considered as a correct one, or we have not been created any test cases which are individually workable. Means we are just trying our luck whether it is working or not. If you are taking the test cases which have been given to the others to read this test case and get the information for that one, means which is unclear for them. So that type of the test cases or the test scripts what we are using will not be used reusable, means will not be reused here, and we are not being allowed to take this multiple data sets into an account also. For example, see here, this is a testing this script 1 and then script 2. Here it is being using in this testing environment here. So this is the software, that is a script under test. SUT means the script under the test. Once it has to be visited to this SUT and perform the action there. If you see multiple times they have been accessing the SUT because they are not being planned, what happens here? It allows you to make the changes in designing the test script and allows you to execute many times here. So what happens in this case, we can't take these things to be done multiple times. One means you are designing test case in the multiple times, it is a time wasting one. So this SUT, there is a which is the script under the test, has to be executed at the single time and the result has to be stored there. And coming to the advantages of this one, so here we are simply writing this as a basic one. So here what it is doing is there is no need to take these code will be there, means what it has to many there is no need to implement the experts wise. Only beginners or the naive users can be used this one, means expertise only will use this one, is not that one. If you give this automation tool, this is the linear automation tool to the expertise, it will become a very means naive based one. It's because it's a basic one. Expertise, what we are doing, they have the more knowledge when compared with this linear automation tool. What happens, they are being considered as a, they won't design on that way, because they have in more knowledge, they gain more knowledge designing the test cases and writing the codes there. So this basic one is not suitable for the expertise. This will be suitable for the naive or the basic, that is a beginners here. And you can write the test scripts in a fastest way. And here the fastest way here, why it is the fastest way here is, we are not writing the code for the complete one, or that means test case for the complete one. So what it does, it is having the small sized applications, and it is having the 2 or 3 modules, means in 2 or 3 modules also it is dividing the test cases there, means it is dividing the work into the small amounts. For the module also it is dividing the into the small amounts, and what it is doing in the modules, it is creating a test cases here. Maybe one module will have the 4 or 3 or test cases to generate. So here, yeah, this will be, means for this piece of code, writing the test case will be very easy when compared with the writing the test cases for a whole module, because the work is very small one when we compared with a module based one. And what is the workflow here is, we have the, means we don't need to go for the complete processing here. We will take the only one simple task and we will write the test cases to that one. So it is easy to understand one, means when you are taking an application, that is a website or anywhere, so we have the multiple things to design. So this multiple things will be divided, means it has a home page, in that one login page, and that data entry will be there, and then what are the means mails what you have got, that one, and also you are browsing for the data, what the browsing data you have been chosen. All these works has been divided. So if you are dividing your work, the work what it is means is for will be understand easily, because the flow will be small only, and what happens here, they will thoroughly get the data and they will understand this is for the test case here. Although it is faster to design and then easier to understand, and also running the program, and also we can specify that the features which is having the basic feature, the functionality of the linear automation tool is record and playback. So although it is having the 4 such advantages here, but the disadvantage here is the simple thing, it cannot be reusable. So when we are writing a test case for that one, any product or any logic or any module, that could be reusable. That is the one. If it is not a reusable, then there is no use to write the test case or any program for the processing. So why? Because here is, sometimes we need to rerun the data on this multiple sets. Multiple sets means multiple data sets here. If you are statically giving the data here, reusability is not there, means you are statically providing the data and you can't re-execute that one by using the dynamic data. So we can't run the data on multiple data sets if you have been designing the program statically. Likewise here, the program what we are designed, sorry, the program what we are designed is having the multiple sets here, multiple data sets or the multiple representations are there. To choose that one, it should be reusable, means we need to take the test case and it has to be modified, and we need to apply this altered data on that one. So it is not allowed by the linear automation basic testing tool. And also it is not a scalable. Scalable means the testing expansion here. Scalability means expansion in and expansion out. Means we can specify that, for example, we can take the memory space, that is expandable memory up to this one. We can add this one, means we can add the memory space up to this one, because it is a scalable, it is having the scalability there. Means whenever you are having the possibility of adding the resources to that one, it allows you to take that resources and perform in such a way only, and the performance and then efficiency will increase by adding the resources to that one. So here the scalability will not be provided, because the main thing is the testing is included for only the small test cases or the small testing applications. If you can't expand your test, means we can't take this testing point or the checkpoint apart from that one. It is been taken that we need to use from this line to this line or this piece of code. We can't expand from that point to the other extent. If you are expanding, what happens here is you need to design a new test case that one, and there is no option of altering that one. Alteration is not allowed. You need to design a new test case, and the design test case will be there for the chosen one, and you need to write that is what are the data elements you are using, what are the p conditions, post conditions, and for what you have been designing, all the things you need to implement the new test case here. There is no scalability for the already specified one. So that's the first one, which is a linear automation framework. And coming to the second one, here this is completely based on the modules. So in this modules or the modular testing framework, we need to create the test scripts based on the module. Means it's a module wise, and there is no way to pick your part of work and you need to implement that test case, not like that representations are allowed here. So here, what is a project, how many modules are there, and if there are no modules, what you have to, you need to divide the work. The division of the work will not be more than that one. Means you may divide a module into sub modules, but the division is not allowed here. So it is a strictly breaking down into the modules. That's all. These smaller modules what we are using will be have the independence of the test from the others. These modules are depend on each other. What is the process here is they are having some important that is usage of the sharing of resources and also interfaces, and they are waiting their input can be given as for the another module also. They are having some common factors there. Apart from these common factors, the work what they have been chosen, means for what they have been designed will be different. The functionality will be different. Based on the functionality, divide the modules here for the project. After dividing the project, just see whether it is, means commonly by combining, they are exhibiting the functionality of that application or not. Okay, and these breaking down, these were divided modules what we have chosen will be taken into the individual test here, because the modules will be smaller when we are compared with a project here. So here, if it is possible to divide the multiple modules, means you can't say that for the small work also you are creating a module. So if any work integrating, means some any works are integrating and forming one module, means take it as a one module. You are creating one simple work for a module, another for another module is not allowed. This will be come under the linear automation one. So here you should be take the multiple modules, but not for the very tiny one. Okay, and these in scripts what we are chosen will be taken into this integrated, and this larger script will be processed here. This larger script what we are taking will be processed by using the master script here. Okay, so here this will be like the divide and conquer method. Means we are dividing our problem into sub problems. The sub problems will be processed, and the result what we are taking will be matched. So the final one you are getting is the optimal one. So here what we are doing, we are taking the test scripts for the different modules. These different modules will be combinedly form a larger test script. These larger test script what we are having will be tested by the master script, whether it is been satisfying all the requirements or not. All the checkpoints has been included or not, and all the testings has been means the strategies what we are providing has been specified or not, we need to see. So here what the master script is doing here is it is having the test script. Now the test script will use this individual modules one, and they individually run these modules and get the result there, whether it is performing in such a way or not. For this also we can use the libraries for processing, and it is not a library based framework. We can use the library to get the data for that modules. And this one is being specified as a modularity framework or a module based framework. And coming to this one, I wrote a test case here. This test case here is what is it? We can specify a work into the multiple times. We can write the test cases for a module here. How we are writing a test case for a module means first divide the work here. Dividing the work means here we need to see whether it is being considered as a module or not. So if you see the employee table or the employee representation, adding or removing or updating the details of an employee will comes under the employee table, means employee details. If you see, if you want to create a table or if you want to create a program for the employee, there is no need to create a representation that means this has been divided. Means if you want to maintain that this table will consist of these details, user details here, what happens? We need to update the data. So how far I can update the data here? We need to go for the further processing. So here in this representation, what we have to consider, we need to write a test script for the employee based one. So this employee based one here is, we can add the case and then we can delete that one and we can update that one. So overall this is for the employee only. So write a test case for this one, that is delete, add or edit. That's all. No need to write the test case for adding the employee, deleting the employee and editing that is updating the details of the employee. So if we are having if you want to know about the details of the employee, what happens here? We need to take this test case into an account. So here this test case what we are used for designing add employee and edit employee and also the delete employee. Means there are no further representations for these test cases to be, means these are to be tested separately. Okay. And coming to the next means the advantages what we are having here is, the advantages will be there where we are having a individual data sets, means individual test scripts are there now. This individual test script what we are using, this one will be provided that there will be a meaning for using that module, and also any script what we are using for processing will not have the processing, means the changes what we are making for that one will not be taken into an account. Means if you are updating the application, so the application what we are been updating means we are not totally updating the application. We will update any one module among that one. So any one module has been updated means what it is been providing, it is been specifying that these individual test scripts what you are written has to be fixed, not all the test scripts what you are chosen for that one. And it won't affect the others also. What the changes have been made to that one, that test scripts what you has to do, you need to update that one only. So here for the different modules has been specified now. So what happens here? It is being taken as a, for different modules, we can take in the less effort for this writing the test script for small amount of the, that is the data, the work we has been done. And also the different modules what we are presenting will be reused here. And then what it is being specified here is that there are the less effort and then reusability has been there, but we have the disadvantages also. The disadvantage here is executing of this one will be done separately and there's been defined on that one, but the multiple data sets will be no longer supported by that one. And the for means you need to divide the work. You need to divide the work means you should know the logic of that one. So the programming knowledge should be considered as a prior. The knowledge of that one has to be given as a priority for that one. So the priority will be there to set up the framework. Means you need to divide the work. Divide the work means it is not a small thing. We need to divide the program into the small programs. We are not writing the sub programs here. No? We need to divide our program into the small testing programs here. So this testing programs will be divided when you have the idea of processing of that framework. So if you don't have the idea of the processing that framework, what happens there? It will be stopped or it will be processed there itself only. Okay, that's about today's class. The remaining will be explained later. Thank you.